Welcome to AD's Rail Process Overview. Our team plays a critical role in safety and efficiency, receiving in frozen potato products such as fries and hash browns delivered to us by rail. We'll walk through the key steps for operators to follow for a safe and consistent operation.
You want to make sure you're wearing your safety glasses because there will be sparks when you're doing this. If there is wind blowing, make sure you're standing in the opposite direction so that when you're cutting it, the sparks are not going to be flying towards you as they come off. You want to make sure you hold the seal so that it doesn't spin when you're cutting it. So you're going to hold it with one hand, cut with the other. Open it. All you do is flip up the guard and spin it counterclockwise to start opening the mechanism. You gotta pull up this safety latch that prevents it from rolling while closed. Get it over that hump and then just push the door open. Sure the door is lined up with the outside door. When you're closing, you don't want to hit the outside of the train or damage anything. Just start hitting lower. So about halfway mark, then hold the lip button to lower the lip. Hold the lip button. That stops the whole dock placing where it is. Extend these and re-tighten them. Try to get any type of slip sheet over top of this, otherwise this pallet won't be able to come off as easy. And once they're both over the metal, just let it drop so they're secure in place. Right here, this is the steering. Works the same on every RC. This right here is throttle. It's very similar, but as far as the actual throttle control, the actual mass controls, pull back on this, shift it right, push to shift left. If you hold up, it tilts the mast up. Hold down to tilt the mast down. The trigger, if you shift while holding the trigger, it always returns the mast to a neutral flat surface. So if you don't know where you are as far as your lean, just hold the trigger and shift up or down. While the trigger's being held, press in to close the slip machine and pull the object back. The opposite is you push out, it opens up the slip machine and pushes the mast outward. First thing you want to do, most important thing with slipping, is always make sure you're lined up completely straight with the pallet you're trying to pick up. If your mast of your lift is not straight, it will come off crooked or the slip sheet will tear. First thing in the door, you want to give yourself a little bit of room and push the pallet away from the other cases without causing damages. Line up your mast evenly with your slip sheet. Try to go above the slip sheet and scrape it down gently over the slip sheet. And then if you bring it back up, all you're looking for is the very lip of the slip machine to rest on top of the cases while the slip sheet is inside of that teeth. Then you're going to want to slowly pull the trigger and pull back to pull the whole pallet off. You instantly want to tilt back so it doesn't fall forward, but make sure you have vertical clearance, otherwise you can hit the top of the rail car. Tempter case, grab the one case off the first pallet you pull, open it up, take your thermometer and place it in between the bags, not through the bag, in between the bag. And I typically just let that sit while I do the first three. That way it has time to get the correct temp. Alright, get the bottom pallets, it's the same thing. You want to line up, but instead of scraping down and coming up on it, you actually want to gently push the pallet backwards so you have some of the dock to set your forks down onto. Barely press the tip of the mass onto the ground and push forward while slowly driving under. Once you're all the way under, slide it away from the fries on the side, tilt it back, and it'll come right out. So right now, we got the doorway clear, pulled everything off, put them onto the pallets. Next up, we have to pull the next 4 off. This is the hardest part of doing the fry. Once those 4 are off, you're going to give yourself a little bit more room to get the other 4, and then more room, it just gets easier. So to get the first one off, you want to pull in so right around your forks dip into the rail car, and then as soon as they dip into the rail car, start turning and try to turn it in at a 90-degree angle. You have to start the turn right as you're entering, and just like usual, raise up. Now if the slip sheet is facing down, you don't have to go above it and slip down, you just have to go below it and barely lift it up in between. The back two, you don't have enough room to just go in and turn at a 90-degree angle because of the wall. So what I do is I tilt the forks all the way down, drive in, and barely put the forks on the ground like you're going to slip underneath of it. They go at it like a weird angle. But if you straighten yourself out with the forks on under the pallet, it'll pull the pallet flush with your mass down way from this position. You can just even your forks out and slip it just like usual. You always want to go forks out. You never want to leave the rail car with you facing outward, otherwise you can lose the product. So what you're going to want to do from here is raise it, but not high enough to hit the ceiling, and just slowly turn yourself into the proper direction over top of the one you just pulled it from. And then once you go get the bottom one, you don't have to slide under it the way you did before. This time raise your forks above the pallet and just straighten yourself out above, straighten up, lower, and then slip it as usual. Alright, once those last few pallets are out, it only gets easier. From here you just repeat the steps, but you get more and more room every time you remove a row. Just remember to grab the slip sheet with the slip machine. Try to have the forks of your slip machine under, otherwise the plastic will rip. And make sure you're lined up with the mass, and everything is just a repeat of what we just showed you. Raise this all the way up. Make sure it's not pressed against the side too hard, otherwise you'll clip the side of the rail car. And then after that, just go outside, close the rail door just the same way we opened. Pull it closed, the other side has a latch just the same. Pull it closed, make sure it's latched against the other side, and spin it clockwise to push the door in place. After that, it's all good.
Every moment matters. Every operator plays a part in delivering quality and keeping our operations safe. Together, we make the rail process strong, dependable, and ready for whatever comes next. Thank you for watching AD's Rail Process Overview.